Television City in Hollywood, it's Card Sharks. Here's the host of Card Sharks, Bob Eubanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you and good morning, everybody, and welcome to Card Sharks. This is the game where truly you can win a fortune on the turn of a single card. Before we meet our contestants, I want you to say hi to our two lovely dealers here on Card Sharks, and here they are, Lacey Pemberton and Susanna Williams. Morning, ladies. We'll pick it up from where we left off last time, if we could, please. Susanna dealing the red cards to our returning champion, while Lacey deals the blue cards in the lower level to our challengers. They're getting ready, and we'll now meet our two contestants. So bring them in, if you would, please. Linda and Herb. You look pretty today.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I like the tie.
You like this tie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this tie, too. I bought this tie myself.
Good for you.
I lied to you. I didn't. Hey, you won $3,000 yesterday.
You bet.
You did good. You did real good. Tell us about Linda.
I'm here from Naperville, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago. It's about an hour away. And I'm a flight attendant with a major airline, and I fly out of Chicago Airport.
Minor airlines don't have flight attendants, do they?
Some do.
I've never heard anybody say, I'm a flight attendant for a minor airline.
Everybody wants to be a big shot.
I guess that's true. Well, you're our champ, and we welcome you back. And this gentleman standing next to you would love to become the champion. His name is Herb. Herb from Philadelphia. Hello, Herb.
Hi, Bob. Thank you. My name's Herb Roberts. I'm from Philadelphia, ex-policeman. I'm in the security here in Southern California now. Married 35 years, 3 daughters, 2 grandchildren, and 1 big dog.
And one, is a dog a boy dog?
Boy, 125 pounds.
Because you've got 3 daughters and a wife. That's 4 girls against 1 guy. I hope that dog is a boy dog.
Yes, it is. I got 2 grandsons to help me.
Oh, good. Well, you need that help then, don't you? Nice to have you back with us. We're going to pick it up from where we left off yesterday, if that's okay with you guys. If you remember yesterday, Linda had won the first game. We're in the second game, and we were ready to ask which question now, the second question in the second game. So that's what we'll do. We'll start it out right now. Good luck to the two of you. Remember, this is the second game. Linda, if you win this game, you remain champion. Herb, you've got to win this game to stay in. Here's question number 2, game number 2. We surveyed 100 bachelors, and we asked them, have you ever met a woman who was so beautiful that you were afraid to ask her out? How many bachelors said they were afraid to ask out a beautiful woman, Herb?
Well, I think that happens quite often because men can feel intimidated very easily, too. And I think the number on that would be 56.
You think 56 out of 100 bachelors said they were afraid to ask out a beautiful woman?
Yes.
I can see that could happen. Linda, what do you think? Higher or
A
lower?
lot of men on the plane are intimidated by flight attendants. They think that, they're untouchable. And I think it's going to be higher. I think it's going to be a higher number.
It's a good way to get slapped, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or coffee. Or...
Yeah. The actual number of bachelors who were afraid to ask out a beautiful woman is 78. Linda, you're right. Was higher. That must be frustrating for women, though, to have I mean, there's a lot of beautiful women who go without dates, right? Because guys are asked.
This is true. Yes.
You go without dates?
Sometimes.
Do you really?
Sometimes,
I'll bet you there's some guys out there who would love to ask you out. Well, listen to them. Okay, here we go. Linda, the cards are yours. You froze on the queen last time.
I'm going to keep it. I'm going to go lower.
You're going to go lower than the queen. Your card is an 8. Oh, bad card. Herb, you get a free shot. Here we go.
Going up.
Higher than the 3. Your card's a queen.
Going down.
Lower than the queen. It is a 3.
Going up.
Gonna go higher than the 3. It's a 2. Seems like they were like this yesterday when we left off. I'm not
Oh, now
sure.
you're blaming it on me.
Oh, my goodness. Let's try another one. Maybe they'll change this time. For you, Linda, we surveyed 100 married men, and we asked them, during a romantic moment with your wife, have you ever fallen out of bed? How many married men said they have fallen out of bed?
Well, I'm not married. I'll just kind of guess. I mean, wouldn't you be, like, in the middle of the bed? I don't know. I think it's going to be a pretty low number. I'm going to say it's 24.
24 out of 100 married men said they've fallen out of bed. Let's talk to an expert. The man with 3 daughters and grandchildren.
Speaking from 35 years of experience.
Yes, sir.
This has never happened to me.
Congratulations.
And I doubt if it's happened to very few, to a whole lot of men. So I think it's going to be lower.
You think it'll be lower than that? Speaking from many years of experience, that's never happened to me either. Come to think of it. Actual number of married men who have fallen out of bed during a romantic moment is 16. You're right, Herb. It was lower.
I'm glad you answered that. I was going to ask you myself.
You were going to ask me
yes,
that.
I was.
All right, Herb, here we go. The 3 is yours, sir.
Going up.
Going to go higher than the 3. Card is a king.
Take it down.
Now we're going lower than the king. It's a 10.
I'll freeze on
Going
that.
to freeze in the 10. Now, he'll freeze right there. That keeps Linda away from the cards. He protects his position. All right, but let me tell you, this is our 4th and final question in this game. You know what that means? Sudden death. Someone must win the game on the next play of the cards. Control is really important to you. Herb, it's your question. We surveyed 100 garbage collectors, and we asked them, are you a woman? How many garbage collectors are women? Why are you looking at me like that, Herb?
Well, number one, I don't know that many garbage collectors. I've seen, yes, I have. I've seen one female garbage collector.
What about she smell bad?
No, we didn't get that intimate.
I see, okay.
No. But I think it's going to be a very low number. I would say about 11.
11 out of 100. Garbage collectors are women. Linda?
Oh, gosh, that's a hard question. I'm going to have to go with the odds. A little bit higher.
A little bit higher than that?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a woman garbage collector. The actual number of garbage collectors who are women is 1. Just 1. Wasn't higher or lower.
I've seen one. I've only seen
That was
one.
the one you saw, Herb.
That's the one I've seen.
Yeah. See there?
I'm going to change it.
No, you can't. Just a
can't
second.
change
Let me tell you what your options are, my friend.
I'm
This is sudden death, okay? You can change the 10 and play it out. If you make a goof, Linda wins the game. Or you can pass it on to Linda. She must play off the queen. If she goofs, you win the game. So what would you like to do? Play or pass?
I'm going to pass it to
You're
Linda.
going to pass it on to her?
Yeah.
All right, playing off the queen. Linda, here we go. Let's see how
Lower.
well you do.
Start with lower.
Lower than the queen. Cards a 3. Higher than the 3. Deuce. That means that Herb, you win that game. All right.
Thank you, guys. Use it up.
I thought you had to go in there for a moment. $100 in your pocket, my friend, but most important, you won game number 2. That means we'll play a tiebreaker game. We'll get all set up for that, and we'll pause for these words. We'll be right back with more Card Sharks to find out who our champion's going to be right after this. Back to Card Sharks. We're ready to play our tiebreaker game. Each contestant has won 1 game. The winner of the next game becomes our champion. Notice now, Susanna's only going to deal out 3 cards in the tiebreaker game, and we'll have a maximum of 3 high-low questions. This will decide it all, so good luck to the 2 of you. Linda, the question goes to you. We surveyed 100 people. We asked them, if Dan Rather reported that a flying saucer had landed on the White House lawn, would you believe him? How many people said they would believe Dan Rather?
Well, Dan Rather's pretty credible, but a flying saucer is a little bit far-fetched. I think that people, like I said, may believe him, but they may think he got misinformation. I don't know how many people believe in UFOs. It's going to be a pretty low number. I'm going to say 29.
29 out of 100 would believe him. Herb, higher or lower than that, sir?
I think Dan Rather is very good. Like, I think it was Orson Welles did the Water World thing.
Yeah.
I think it would be a little more than that.
A little more than that. I must confess to you, I would believe him, because Dan Rather is so credible, as you said. If he said it, I would believe it, I think. The actual number of people who would believe Dan Rather is 39. Herb, you were right. It is higher. This is tiebreaker time, folks. Very important game. Remember, Herb, you can change this card if you don't like it. The card's a 10.
I'll change it.
Change it? Okay. 10 now becomes a 6, and you got to play.
Going higher.
Going higher than the 6. Your card is an 8. Now what do you do? Oh. Play or freeze?
I'm going to freeze on it.
Gonna freeze? I didn't know. I thought he was gonna go. Did you? It scared me to death. No, he'll freeze right there. Keeps Linda away from the cards. I thought you were going to go on, Herb.
I might be crazy. I'm not
No, I think you played it right. You played it very intelligently. Here's our next question for you, Herb. We surveyed 100 bachelors, and we asked them, have you ever lost respect for a woman because she was too easy? How many bachelors said they have?
Well, I think that's going to be a fairly...
Want to freeze, Herb?
No. Let me back to those respects because one was too easy.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a fairly high number because a woman should never be easy. And I think that number might be around 53.
53 out of 100 bachelors said they've lost respect because the lady was too easy. Linda?
Lower. I'm going to say it's going to be a little bit lower than that.
You think it's going to be lower than that?
Yeah.
Well, the actual number of bachelors who have lost respect for a woman who was too easy is 53. Herb! Herb, my friend! Oh,
Put it on me.
one for me. 5. There you are. Congratulations. $500. Woo! Way to go, my friend. You did it. Not only that, but now you can change the 8.
Do it.
Let's do it. All right. The 8 will now become a 9, and you got to play.
Take it lower.
Lower. Okay. If it's lower, Herb wins game number 2. He becomes our new champion. Game number 3 really becomes our new champion. If it's lower than the 9, the card is a queen. No. That means that Linda gets a free shot at the cards. All right, Linda, here we go. This is your card. It's a deuce.
Higher.
Higher than a deuce. Card's an 8.
Lower.
To remain champion, she's done it again. Whoa. Well, what do you do with a deuce and ace, Herb? My goodness. You played the game well. I'm very happy you won that $500. Add it to the $100. You end up with $600. And thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Nice to have you here, sir. Come here, Linda. Ooh, that was close, my dear. All right. We'll pause for a moment. We'll be right back to let our champion play the big money cards after this. The money you've won so far is yours to keep no matter what happens. And now we're going to give you new money to bet with, and here's what we do. We start you on the bottom line there with $200. You bet your way across the line by calling off high and low. When you get to the next row up there, we'll give you another $400 of betting money, and you bet your way across the line. Remember, minimum bets are $50 each time until you get to the top row. At that time, you must bet at least half of your dollars. Also, you have a chance to change one card per line by choosing one of the spare cards that Lacey is dealing out now. So if you understand all of the rules, I wish you all the luck in the world. I want to see you win a lot of money and take it back to Naperville, Illinois, right? Give the lady $200, please. You got it. Here we go.
Thank you.
Turn that $200 into $32,000 if the cards roll right. Let's see how well you do. Card's an 8. Now,
Let's
what do you want to
change
do?
it right away with number 2.
Right away, we'll get rid of the 8. The 8 will now become an 8. With $200.
All of it lower.
All of it lower. If another ace comes up, by the way, it's a push, no win, no loss, okay? All of it lower than the ace. Cards is 6. Now you got 400.
Okay. $100 higher.
$100 higher than the 6. It is a 9. Yes. 500.
150 lower.
150. Lower than the 9. It is a 9. There's that push we were talking about. No win, no loss. You're in fine shape. Come up here. The 9's your card. Give you another 400. You now have $900.
Okay, let's change it with number 1.
Get rid of the 9?
Yeah.
Don't blame me. Bad card, those 9s. But look what I got for you. It's a 4.
Okay, $500 higher.
500 higher than the 4. Pretty gutsy bet. Let's see. Yeah.
Woo!
Look at there. 1,400. All of it lower than the ace. Look there. $2,800.
Okay. $1,200 lower.
$1,200 lower than the jack. Will it be lower? It is. You're at $4,000. The 4 is your card. You got to bet at least $2,000. You can play it or you can change. You got one more
I'm
left.
going to keep it.
Keep it?
Yeah, $3,000 higher.
$3,000. $3,000 higher than the 4. This is a big bet for you, my dear. $3,000 higher than the 4. It is! There you go. That gives you $7,000 on that play, bringing your total to $10,100. Congratulations. That's wonderful. All right, we'll need a new challenger for our champ right after this. Waiting to play the game, and let's get him in here. Jason, would you please join us on Card Shark? How are you, my friend?
Hi, I'm Jason Ross. I'm the last of 12 children from a small town called Jackson, Tennessee, and I'm a recent graduate of the University of Miami, Florida.
To Jackson, Tennessee.
Have you?
You're right out of Memphis, sure.
Yeah, it's
About an
great
hour out
town.
of Memphis.
Yeah.
Nice little town.
Thank you.
12 brothers, or you have 11 brothers and sisters?
11, yeah. My mother had a lot of time on her hands.
No, with 12 kids you did. And you're the youngest?
As a baby.
And the tallest?
And the tallest, yes.
I'll be darned. Well, it's nice to have you here, my friend.
Thank you. Good to be
You know how
here.
to play this game, right?
Yes, I do.
All right. You got the cards before we went on, and Susanna's going to deal out those cards right now. We'll start this match. I'll remind everybody, win 2 games, you're the champ. When you're the champ, you get a chance to play the big money card. So best of luck to the both of you. And here's our first question. For you, Linda. We surveyed 100 single women. We asked them, have you ever met a man through a personal ad in the newspaper? How many single women said they have met a man that way?
I think it's more common now than it used to be. I think it's a lot more popular. You see quite a few pages in the classifieds.
Is that common in the airlines?
No.
No?
No, over half of flight attendants are married already. So.
But you get to meet people on the airplane.
Oh, yeah, lots, but they don't put ads on the plane. We don't have a newspaper on the plane of ads.
Oh.
I think it's going to be, kind of middle number. I'm going to say 35.
35 out of 100 single women said they've met a man through personal ads. Jason?
Bob, I agree with her. I think it's happening a little more now, but I still don't think that many people are trustworthy of someone who places an ad. So I'm going to say it's a little lower.
You meet some weirdos. That way,
Yeah, I
can't
tell
you?
ya.
Yeah. Actual number of single women who have met a man through a personal ad is 4. Boy, was it ever lower. Yeah, a lot lower, in fact. Jason, welcome to our show. You know the rules. If you win the Heidel question, you can change the base card. Let's see if you want to. Your card is a 9.
Okay, change that card.
Get rid of that 9. 9 now becomes a 10. A little
Okay,
better.
I'm going to go lower, Bob.
Okay, lower than a 10. Your card is a 8. Oh, that means that our champ gets to play the cards free this time. Linda, it's a 10.
Lower.
Lower than the 10. It's a 3.
I'll go higher.
Higher than the 3. It's a jack.
Lower.
Lower than the jack. 8. Back to your base card. You go. So no one has any advantage. Those go there, and we'll go to another question then. All right, let's try this one. Jason, we surveyed 100 people. We asked them, if a patient confesses to a psychiatrist that he has committed murder, should the psychiatrist report him to the police? How many people said the psychiatrist should report him to the police?
Okay, I really think that is one of the fields that he really has to give more of a space to the patient, and therefore I think that he really should not. I think probably about 37 would say
37
that.
out of 100.
37 out of 100.
Well, 37 out of 100 people said the psychiatrist should report him to the police. Ooh, Linda.
I'm going to say it's going to be a little bit lower because I think people really trust psychiatrists, and I think that people are going to say, keep the confidentiality. I'm
The
going to say
man
lower.
committed murder. That's what makes you think about it. huh?
Lower.
Actual number of people who said the psychiatrist should report the murder is 59, not lower. It was higher. Again, Jason, you have control. Now, you want to play the 10 or not?
I'm going to change that card, please.
Get rid of it then. The 10 will become an 8.
Okay, Bob, I'm going to go higher.
Higher than the 8, your card's a 5. Nope. Linda playing off the 10 again.
Lower than the 10.
Lower than the 10. It is an 8.
Okay, I'm going to freeze.
Freeze on the 8.
I'm going to freeze.
I'll freeze right now, please. Anything, right? Really? All right, that protects your position. We have to pause. We'll be back with more Card Sharks in just a moment. We'll run out of time. Maybe the cards will be a little different tomorrow. You'll come back, won't you?
Yes, I will.
And we hope that you guys will come back, too. Until then, I'm Bob Eubanks for Susanna Williams, Lacey Pemberton, Dean Wood, and Carol from our contestant operation. I'm Bob Eubanks. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
If you...
This is Gene Wood speaking.
How do you like your feud? With the friendly lip service of Richard Dawson or the traditional stylings of Ray Combs? Kissy, no kissy, kissy, no kissy, kissy, no kissy. You decide with a full hour of The Feud coming up next, only on Game Show Network.